and welcome to this week's vlog. This is a place called Loch Arklet, which is in the Trossachs, and it is one of my absolute favourite lochs to come to in the Trossachs. It's just gorgeous. As I was driving down the road, I found this wee boathouse with a wee bit of a sort of broken fence getting into the water. So I've came down through this long grass, which is very boggy, very wet in my feet already. And I've come down as close as I can get to the loch without actually falling in. And it's just lovely, it's very peaceful. There's some beautiful light streaking across the back of the hills here. I've already exposed for the boathouse and the water. So I've got a relatively slow, I think I was shooting at 0.4 of a second for the water. Then I changed it up to f11 and a 25th of a second for the sky and the hills, and I'm literally just sitting here waiting for the light to sort of streak across the hills so that I can get a relatively nice, because at the moment if you look now they're pretty dull, so but on this side you can see the light's just starting to move across. So I'll just stay here for a few minutes and try and snap a few images, but I'm very conscious of my feet because yeah, it's very boggy. So yeah, I'm going to stay here and have some fun for a few minutes and get some photos. So as you can probably see, that light is starting to streak across now. I'm actually waiting for it to hit that mountain there because it's already on that mountain, but I'm waiting for it to hit that one, which is directly above the boathouse. I can already see patches of light moving from the back of the mountains over there, and they're sort of sweeping across this way. So as soon as that hits that part of the mountain just above that boathouse, I can click the shot, and I know I've got everything dialed in ready to go. So yeah, it's going to be a really nice wee image. Quite looking forward to seeing it. I think another potential image would be to get up there and shoot the boathouse with the mountains behind it. If I can manage to get across without getting too boggy and wet, then I'll maybe try that as well. But I mean, ideally what I would love would be for the light to hit this whole foreground and light this up as well, but that's not going to happen. So oh, there we go. This might actually be my favourite type of weather to shoot in, apart from your usual sunrise, sunset photos and golden hour obviously. This is just gorgeous. Like, this light is just beautiful, just is so subtle, but it looks like a painting. It's just gorgeous. There we go. And that's what I want right there. And we've got this foreground getting lit up. Thank you very much, appreciate that. There you go, there's the image. That's the one I wanted, this is the one I was looking for. So the difference in what I'm going to do, I'm going to just boost to f22, drop this down to 1/4 of a second. Is it 1/5 of a second, sorry. I'll need to put a timer on that, just to, because my camera's up pretty high, so could we get a 2-second timer? There we go. That just stops me from wobbling it about because I tend to do that. But yeah, quite happy with that shot. So that's that one in the bag. So that's photograph number 1. Yeah, we'll go up and try and find composition number 2. So this is the Queen Elizabeth Forest Park, and it's very peaceful. I'm not far in the woods actually, just on the edge, but just enough because look at that. When do you ever get to see a big massive giant boulder sit in the middle of a forest like that? I've timed this really well because the sun is directly behind it and you could just see it poking through. So I'm actually shooting handheld at the moment because I'm waiting for that sun just to catch the top of that rock and light up some of the moss, or even not the rock, but just the sort of surrounding moss. So I'm going to just grab this shot just now. There's a bit of a haze in the air just now. We're just approaching golden hour, so there's a bit of a haze and you can see it sort of streaming through the trees. It's not really mist, it's something else, I don't know what it is. It's that sort of late summer's evening haze. It's just gorgeous. So I suppose in the winter you have your fog and your mist and stuff, but in the summer months you have this beautiful haze, and it's there in the morning and it's there in the evening, generally around about sort of approaching golden hour, dusk sort of time. And it's definitely well worth shooting. It's got that very atmospheric quality about it, which just love it. So you can see the sun behind me is just poking through the trees there now, which is exactly why I came in here. And I'm very glad I did. All the midges are coming out again, and they've already been eating me, and it feels like they're in my eyeballs. But at the moment I'm shooting with a 200mm. Oh, show you. So I'm shooting with a 70-200 2.8, which I'm not shooting at 2.8. I'm shooting at 5.6 80th of a second, which is just enough to capture that beautiful haze in the background up there. So yeah, I'm very happy with this shot. Something a little bit different. Really getting into this woodland photography stuff. Different types of woods, although I think these pine trees seem to be my absolute favourite for shooting in. Not so much with the birches, unless there's like massive oaks and stuff in amongst them with like covered in moss and stuff, but these are just so photogenic. They're absolutely beautiful, especially when you get the sun streaming through the back of them, which I got that before with the Three Lochs Forest Drive, which isn't far from here actually. It's only about half an hour from here, if even that. So yeah, midge alert, here they come. So I'm going to go for a wee walk further down and see what else we can find. I'm not sure how much of that you can see or how much of me you can see, but if you do see me, I'm probably covered in midgie bites because I have just been demolished down there. Midgie bites had bitten me in places I didn't even know I had. So I've gone for a hike to catch the golden hour light. Shouldn't underestimate this mountain. It's very steep. It's called Ben Ann, and it's a very small hang on, that's better. It's a very small mountain. I don't even think it's a Corbett or even a Graham. Very steep. Not to be underestimated. It is an absolute monster to try and get up, but it's great fun, and obviously covered in midgie bites. So I think it took me about 45 minutes to get up to here. The summit is just there, but I mean, for the moment, look at that light. I don't know if you can see that behind me. That light is just gorgeous. I mean, that's why I came up here, was for that. So I've quickly taken a few snaps here. I'm going to head up to the summit now. There's already 2 photographers up there, so I'm going to go say hi to them, and then yeah, see what the views down Loch Arklet are like. That is Loch Arklet, but I know from up there they're even better. So yeah, let's go and have a look and see what it's like. So we're just about to start getting some awesome views up here. I've decided to vlog this a little bit here because it's a bit shaded. Oh no, it's not. There's a wind again. Right, we'll continue up to the summit. But the views so far are spectacular from here. That view, how gorgeous is it? So this is the top of Ben Ann, and then we're right in the middle of golden hour. I'm here with about 5 or 6 other photographers, and yeah, the light is just utterly stunning. So I've taken a few pictures. I'm probably going to head back down before sunset, because this is probably just as good as I wanted it to be. Look at that. The polarizer going to pick up on that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed our wee vlog today and our wee hike up Ben Ann. I'll post the photographs at the end of the video as usual. I did manage to get one of my fellow photographers very kindly took a picture of me up there, which is the summit, so I'll post that at the end as well. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you like this video then like and subscribe, and until next week, I'll see you soon. Bye!